Hi, I'm Karen from Bessie Pearl Binding Co. and I'm going to show you everything you need to know about binding. So first thing we're going to start with is how to make your own bias quilt binding. I'm doing this with a fat quarter. You can use any size piece, but the larger the piece that you have, the easier it will be and the farther apart your seams will be. First thing you want to do is trim off your selvages and lay it out. If you're using a print, make sure your print is facing up. Take your right corner, top right corner, and you're gonna pull it down. Then you have a nice straight edge here. So you'll kind of have like what looks like a triangle. Press this because we're gonna cut on this line. So when you open it back up, you'll be able to see the line you created and you're just gonna cut. Okay, so then you have two pieces that look like this. You're gonna take your top two corners, pinch in between your fingers, flip your piece over, and then line it up with your bottom. So we're gonna sew 1/4 inch seam right here. Get this little bias square shape, and then what you're gonna do, take each of your ends and fold them in. Same thing with the other edge, you're gonna fold it in. So then what I usually do is flip mine here, and if it's a big piece, I'll fold it in half so that it's easier to like cut. We'll start cutting our strips from. So you're just going to even up the edge. Now, full disclosure, I'm an ambidextrous cutter. So you won't be, unless you can cut with both hands, you'll have to spin your fabric around. I just don't have to, sorry. Okay, so then you're gonna measure or line up your 2.5 inch mark. So for quilt binding, I always cut at 2.5 inch, but you can cut however wide you like yours to be. And all the way as much as you want. You can cut the entire piece. And then next we are going to sew them all together, and I'll show you how we do that. So you've got your strips. You want to lay out your one strip, take your next one, and you're going to flip it over and lay it on top. So you want to have about 1/4 inch of overhang on either side. It doesn't have to be exact, but you want enough so that you have a good seam there. What you're going to do is you want to sew from where the 2 points meet at the top to exactly where the 2 points meet at the bottom. So here's our seam. You can probably barely see it because my thread is light, from here to here. So then you can tell when you open it up, then you have a nice straight edge on your binding. So all I'm going to do is just trim off my dog ears like this. All right, and then my seams open, and then I'm going to iron this in half. All right, so when you're done, this is what you'll have. Next, we are going to learn how to attach it to our quilts.